Welcome into the Lakers Report. I'm Will Scott filling in for Chase Sr., and we are sponsored by Mint Mobile. The newest sponsor here at Chat Sports is the cell phone provider owned by famous actor Ryan Reynolds. We'll tell you a little bit more about him later on in today's show. We will begin today's show talking about an update on Russell Westbrook. Charania of The Athletic had that bombshell report last night about Jaylen Brown and the Kevin Durant trade situation. He also talked about the Russell Westbrook trade situation, though. Here is what Shams is reporting. Utah, New York, and Indiana are among the teams that have discussed deals with the Lakers involving Russell Westbrook and draft capital, sources said. There appears to be no deal imminent in those conversations as the overall trade market plays out over the next 2 months of the off-season. And, folks, this is why you subscribe to the Lakers Report, and this is why you should turn on your notifications, because we will bring you Lakers news as it goes down. And there's a lot of trade rumors about Kyrie, a lot of trade rumors about Russ. You want to stay in the loop. Subscribe, go down, turn on your notifications by hitting that bell. So here are the teams interested in Westbrook. The Utah Jazz, the New York Knicks, and the Indiana Pacers are the three teams that have called L.A. about Russ. That coming from Shams Charania. So go down and predict it in the comments section. Where do you think Russ is going to end up? Is it Utah? Type UTA. Is it the Pacers? Type IND. Of course, the Pacers deal last week fell through. We're going to get to more info on that in a second. Is it the Knicks? Type NYK. Or is it the Lakers? Is he staying in LA? Type LAL. It is the pinned comment on today's video. So when ad break comes, go down. Let me know what you think. Where's Russell Westbrook going to play next season? Bob Kravitz reported this in The Athletic. He covers the Pacers. He says, by now, everybody on the planet, not to mention some distant constellations, knows the Pacers are looking to trade Miles Turner and Buddy Hield. Team president Kevin Pritchard won't accept a lousy deal to move on from them. Witness Indiana's recent referral to make a trade with the Lakers, who are offering Russell Westbrook a first-round pick in 2027 and 2 second-rounders. Pritchard and the Pacers are neither desperate nor stupid. Look, I don't care how many first-round picks it takes, Pelinka. Get this done. I mean, you're offering 1 first-round pick and Russell Westbrook for Miles Turner and Buddy Hield. Get this done. Give the Pacers all your picks in 2040. I don't care. All these future first-round picks, just get rid of them, because Russell Westbrook last season did not fit well with this team. And I do believe in what Darvin Ham is going to do with him potentially. But still, you have an opportunity to get Buddy Hield, who many Lakers fans have been wanting now for quite some time. You had the opportunity to trade for him last offseason. You didn't do it. You traded for Westbrook instead. Go get Buddy Hield. He adds shooting depth. And you have an opportunity to add a pretty damn good center in Miles Turner. That would take a lot of pressure off of AD. If AD, obviously is very injury prone, that would take pressure off of him. You'd have a very reliable center to kind of build your attack down low around. I like Turner, and he's better than Thomas Bryant. I like Bryant. It was a good pickup. He should not be starting. What you should be doing, though, is going and saving today, mintmobile.com/chatsports, because Mint Mobile is going to switch seamlessly between 5G and 4G LTE, whatever network is the strongest. Unlimited premium wireless is what they are offering you, and you've probably seen their commercials because Ryan Reynolds, famous actor, is the owner of Mint Mobile. You can go get your cell phone plan starting at $15 per month. mintmobile.com/chatsports. That's the link. Go take advantage of it. Again, mintmobile.com/chatsports. That link is going to be in the comments and the description of this video. Let's talk about some more NBA trade rumors, because Jaylen Brown, as we all know at this point, was included in a trade proposal to the Brooklyn Nets for Kevin Durant. And Jaylen Brown appears very unhappy about it. We're going to get to that in a second. Here's what Shams Charania reported very, very early this morning. The Boston Celtics recently offered a package around one-time All-Star Jaylen Brown for Durant and have emerged as a real threat to acquire KD. The Celtics offered Brown, guard Derek White, and a draft pick to the Nets for Durant, sources said. the proposal was rejected, and Brooklyn has asked Boston in any proposal to include Brown, Defensive Player of the Year Marcus Smart, draft picks, and potentially one more rotation player, perhaps Peyton Pritchard or Derek White. So Jaylen Brown responded to that report with this on Twitter, shaking my head. JB is not happy. Maybe he wants out of Boston. Should the Lakers potentially look to trade for him? And I say he might want out of Boston, and it's not just because of the tweet. This report from Hardwood Houdini, a fan-sided page a couple weeks ago, said this. Former Super Bowl champion with the New England Patriots, Jermaine Wiggins, a regular on the Greg Hill Morning Show and the Gresh and Keefe Midday Show on sports radio WEEI in Boston, recently claimed that Jaylen Brown told him that he wants out of Beantown and being Jason Tatum's sidekick with the Boston Celtics. Wiggins claimed that he saw Brown while in the Hamptons on Long Island and was personally given the idea from the player himself that number 7 won't re-sign with the franchise in the summer of 2024 when he is eligible to be an unrestricted free agent. Here is what Brown did last season, definitely one of the better seasons he's had in his career. Nearly 24 points per game, 6.1 rebounds per game, 3.5 assists per game, led the Celtics to the NBA Finals, and without question, he was the best player on the Celtics during the NBA Finals. He stepped up. Tatum did not. Do you want to trade for Jaylen Brown? Type T for trade or type P for pass. Down in the comments section, go down and let me know if you want to trade for a young superstar that is playing currently on the Boston Celtics. That might change very soon. The bottom line is I don't think LA has the assets to pull this off. The Boston Celtics are not going to want Russell Westbrook. Sorry, Lakers fans. So they're going to have to figure out some way to make this work, probably a third team. But again, if he is not traded, again, he's, in trade rumors to the Nets. So let's say worst case scenario for the Celtics here, which I'm sure a lot of Lakers fans are rooting for, worst case scenario with the Celtics in any situation. But when you're talking about this situation, if Jaylen Brown, if this trade falls through and the Nets are like, we're going to trade him somewhere else, we're not going to trade KD at all, and Jaylen Brown is still pissed and he wants out of Boston, then that is when you're going to see teams express interest in Brown. Perhaps the Lakers would be one of those teams. They would have to figure out a three-team deal, a four-team deal. You'd have to have Westbrook going somewhere, maybe Indiana or San Antonio, a young up-and-coming player going to Boston for this trade to be possible. I don't know how realistic it is, but perhaps Rob Pelinka and the Lake Show might give Boston a call if Brown requests a trade. Let's talk about Rasheed Wallace, who we reported a couple weeks ago was set to join this coaching staff. However, that is no longer going to happen. Shams reported this morning. After further conversations, former NBA All-Star Rasheed Wallace will no longer join new Lakers coach Darvin Ham's staff, sources said. Wallace served as an assistant under Penny Hardaway at the University of Memphis last season. So that coming from Shams, Rasheed Wallace will not be on this coaching staff next season. Initial reports in early June were that Wallace was set to join Darvin Ham's staff, and he played with Darvin Ham as part of a 19-year run in the National Basketball Association. Even won a title with Darvin in 2004. However, he is no longer going to be joining this coaching staff. Thanks for watching this edition of the Lakers Report. If you haven't already, go down and subscribe. We're going to keep you posted on all these trade rumors.